out in the world, along city streets, or even at your local park, you may have noticed a considerable number of benches. What you don't know is that for every bench, a selection of gentlemen are chosen to sit upon them. These gentlemen must put their respective benches to the test by sitting, drinking, and most importantly, talking complete and utter shit. Until now, these specialists and their conversations have been hidden behind their phones, and in rare circumstances, assorted newspapers. For the first time, you have the privilege to listen to these gentlemen do what they do best. Sit back, open a brewski, and enjoy.
I'm putting my scrunchie atop my head.
I am putting my cappuccino down my trousers.
Best way to consume it.
Consume, complete, and cancel. The 3 C's that you need to learn in life.
Indeed. Oh, indeed.
You okay? My man.
What's going on?
I don't know. I was asking you okay.
You're the quiz master. It's your
quiz. Oh, I thought you had the quiz up. I thought that's what's happening. I got really confused. Right, okay, let me do this.
No, it's your F. That's what I've been waiting for.
Okay.
We're just waiting on each other.
Feminist.
I mean, I can take it if you want, mate.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But I got really confused. Oh God, there are so many quizzes about feminists.
Yeah, I saw. It was just called "How Much of a Feminist Are You?" BuzzFeed.
How much?
I just thought it could be a laugh.
Feminist. There we go. Oh my God, Jessica Massa. Okay, she's responsible for our answer. Okay, here we go. So we have to check all that apply. So we'll read through them, and then we have to take a vote on if we agree with the following statements. Are we ready?
Sounds perfect, mate.
For some reason, this has been cited by Warner Brothers, and I don't know why.
Oh wait, how many questions are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just simple yes nos.
Shit! I'm having a look. There's quite a few in there.
We can do this. We've got this.
Yeah, we got this.
He says, walking out the door.
There's 50. So if we check less than 25, we are cancelled.
Oh, maybe there's a meter. Maybe it goes, you are 50% a feminist.
It does. It does. I just checked. It does.
Okay, awesome. Let's do this. There it is. Right, are we ready?
Go on.
Do this.
Okay, would you be willing to give up some of your salary if you had to, so that equal pay in your workplace could be a reality? There's a sub-question to this.
My money's my money, so...
Yeah, go on, because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a fucking job at Amazon. And then big old Jeff is going to have to pay me my dues, mate.
Mate, Jeff is Santa Claus, but he doesn't come around. Like, he literally has everyone's addresses. He's got drones. He could literally make everyone's Christmas, and he actively
He's got like all the gifts in the world. He could be the literal Santa Claus if he wanted to.
He could, but we all know
not to.
We all know what Santa's doing the majority of the year, though, and it's why he's not here right now. Of course, it's because after he's done with that one day delivering all his presents, he has to spend every other day of the year apologizing to all of the Chinese people for making those toys for him.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I'm gonna live with the knowledge that I did.
You trying to prove me wrong, okay?
No, you're right, Scott. And you have the decided vote.
Theories of this world.
Okay. Would I give up some of my salary? No. Wait. Would I? See, the sub question to this is: do you believe that? Do you believe that women don't get equal pay?
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Even for me, that's a question we're avoiding, mate.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough.
So swinging
I
a
want no
mischief.
part. I want no part in that conversation.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna click yes. I'm gonna click yes and move on.
Yes, yeah, mate. You're gonna go into work tomorrow, and they're gonna hold you to that.
But, right, the thing is, you're right. Okay, I'm unchecking it then. There we go. I'm committed to that now. We're not going back, and we're moving on.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Because the thing is, I definitely know for a fact that there are some richer women than me that definitely get a pay rise for shit reasons, you know. Snakes and ladders is what I'm saying. Snakes and ladders.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you.
So you agree with me, yeah? You agree with me, yeah? You're on board with me, yeah?
I'm not giving my opinion. Merely that I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, Jason, what's your answer?
I am a feminist, after all. He's just not been listening, has he?
Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that the question is a hell of a lot more complicated, and therefore I refuse to give an answer. I believe that men and women should be equal. That sounds like a dumb question.
Well, that ain't even a question to begin with.
No. See, it doesn't, because the obvious answer that I hope everyone would say is yes.
Yeah.
However, that would
okay,
make
bear
us
in mind
feminist,
what.
would it?
Bear in mind. Oh, you're right. No, that's the point. Isn't
The
it?
feminist answer would be no.
Right. So we can't click on that. Right.
And I, being a devoted feminist, must say no. I think women should be superior.
Okay, Jason. What's your response? It's all banking on you, buddy. Do you believe that men and women should be equal?
Yeah, come on, bro. At least listen to the questions.
Yeah, should be treated equal.
They should be treated equal. They should be, but are they, Jason?
Oh, God, no. They should be, but they're not.
The podcast just massively rears off.
I must say, in all seriousness, yes, men and women should be equal. Of course.
I love the fact that we have our jokes and then we have to double back just because of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
The first one. Yeah. The first one, I think we all agree, is checked.
Yeah. Okay. I can't help but be bothered when a song includes misogynistic lyrics like sorry, let me repeat that. Let me repeat that to include you. You can't help but be bothered when a song includes misogynistic lyrics, even when you otherwise like the song.
Bothered? Bothered?
Yeah.
I'm outright offended.
Oh, here we go.
I want that song and that artist cancelled. Yes, I am extremely... No, do not check it, because I'm not bothered. I'm offended.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Okay, let's move on. I'm not checking it. Right. You know who... No, I'm sticking to my guns here. You know who Bell Hooks is? Does anyone here know who Bell Hooks is?
Mate, I have not the slightest clue.
Okay, let me look. Oh, shit. I don't know who you are.
You know who's... No, I don't know him either.
Wait, hang on. Wait a fucking second. So, you imagine if everyone gets, ticks all of these, and the one thing they don't know is, who some author is called Bell Hooks. And then they're like, I'm sorry, you can't be one of the team.
Oh, it would be... Oh, imagine Bell Hooks, wrote the quiz. And, she just wants... she just wants people to notice her or something.
I feel like that I didn't know who she was until right now, so I can't guess.
No,
Like,
it's gonna
I had
have
to
to be
look
a
her
no.
up.
Sorry, Bell Hooks. You're just not
Yeah,
famous as you're not as famous as you think you are, Bell.
apparently Gloria Jean Watkins. Oh my god, her name is Watkins.
Watkins. Around here, we say Watson.
Well, depending on what second of the podcast it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Towards the end of the podcast, we'll say Watkins.
She's better known by a pen name as Bell Hooks, was an American author, professor, feminist, and social activist. Okay. Yep. No, let's move on. I can define intersectional feminism.
What's that?
Nah, mate. Soz, mate. That's an unchecked from me.
Okie dokie. Well, the vast majority said no, so I'm moving on.
Yes.
You
Yes.
don't. Oh, you imagine there's so many people looking at us now going ooh. You don't use the phrase "Hey guys" when referring to a group of people that include men and women.
I do it all the
No,
time.
I say fellas or lads. Occasionally, I'll spruce it up with the geezers.
Hello, my fellow penis dwellers. How's it going, my groin horns? Pointing north today, are we?
Brilliant.
It's just a room. It's just a room filled with women. Right. Yeah. I use the phrase "Hey guys" because intent matters more than the phrase itself. I have you know. I feel like that if you're going to take offense to the word "guys," there are bigger things in life to worry about.
Well, are you saying that people shouldn't be offended about trivial things? You don't sound like a feminist.
That was a figure of eight. That was. You took me on a journey.
Took him all around the place.
You slung me to the pits of hell and brought me back. I saw the devil himself, and he was like, "Nah, bro, you're fine." Okay, moving on. Is that you dusting off the ashes?
Yeah,
From that last
it
question.
literally was, mate.
Oh Jesus! I have taken. You have taken.
You do know there's multiple religions, Scott. Not only Abrahamic religions.
I'm agnostic. Like at this point, if I die and I go to like one of the several hundred different afterlives, I at this point, like, it'll be a laugh either way. You know, like
Fair
I don't
enough.
really give a shit. Like, put it this way: if I die and then I ended up going to hell, it would be like, well, I can't say a part of me didn't see this coming.
You know what, mate? I think the big G's going to hold you to that when you die.
Yeah, well, you know what? If I die and I go up there, me and the big G, right? We're gonna have a few conversations because I think the first question I'm gonna have is what the fuck, and I take it from there. Really, in fact, that would be the same for every religion. I'd just be like, "You kept yourself quiet, didn't you?"
Yeah, you just you go up there and there's just the fucking almighty cow, and you're like, "Oh shit, sorry for eating your kids, mate."
Sorry for it. He's just there, like, yeah, well, you know, I did right. Yeah, to a handful of people a couple of millennia ago. Like, what about me? What about everyone else? You're not exactly pen pals with us at the moment, are you? You took a bit of a break.
Yeah, what's he doing with this little holiday of his?
Like, what's so good for you to be up here that you can't be down here with us for a bit? Do you know how many people work at homeless shelters, okay? You just left us on this planet down here and went, yeah, they'll be fine by themselves. What about paternity care? You're probably getting money for this, aren't you?
Yeah. You know when people like, you know, people are getting on a bit. They start considering retirement. They get a bit lazy.
Yeah.
Do you reckon like the big JC saw his dad going that way and was like, "Nah, we need the Rona. He needs something. He needs to be busy."
He needs to be. He needs to get on with himself. He
Yeah,
needs.
like
He needs
yeah, like
retirement.
yeah, we need a few more of these check-ins, bro.
He's sort of there at the moment, working in like a workshop or something like that, keeping himself busy. He's there, like he's like putting together like little handcrafted like wooden models in a shed somewhere.
Oh my days! What if everything that's going on is just because the big G's getting senile?
I think that's the case.
And, like,
What?
I mean, no offense, but you're getting on a bit, mate.
You don't go up there and it's like, yo, well, let's be fair. You take one of like the most well known things from the Bible, right? And that's God made humanity in His image. He's a bit fucking confused, isn't he? Like when you think about how the vast majority of people look different, He made us in His image. Was he confused? Did he have a mirror? Maybe he was doing it by mind. He made one person, and then the next time he tried to make someone else, he was like, oh no, like I want to copy that dude's homework over there, but I should be a good boy, and I'll just guess. And like as time went on, he fucking forgot. He doesn't know what he looks like anymore. He's sitting up there staring at his hands, going, "What am I? What am I?" Maybe God's just a bit depressed.
Yeah, I feel for you, mate. Please don't smite me for my comments.
To be fair, he got a bit bored with us one day, and he went, you know what, you I know that none of you down there have exactly come up with like all the many racial slurs that you're going to come up with in like many years time, but I think that you're just bad enough now that I'm going to kill most of you, like right now. I'm not going to try it again. Like, no, because, like, let's be honest, I'm not going to do the same thing twice, am I? I'm God. Be a bit weird, you know? You don't see Dynamo doing the same trick twice, do you? So, yeah.
Just the big G's comparing himself to Dynamo.
Could you imagine that? Could you imagine God's actually Banksy, and he's just really disappointed because no one's caught on? He's just there, like, leaving his drawings about the place, like, oh, come on again, get some praise. So we think that Banksy is some weird white American person off in the middle of, like Chicago or some shit like that, and God's just there, like, oh. Right, next point.
See,
You have taken a woman and or gender studies class.
oh,
Okay.
well, you didn't have to say that so slowly, mate. You have taken a woman and then you just pause. That was like the longest half a second of my life, alright?
Yo, to be fair, how are you going to be a feminist if you don't know everything about women?
Yeah, but I thought I was caught then, mate.
We sacrifice one for the greater good.
How I have personally not taken a gender studies class. Because, I have the correct number of chromosomes. I can't really speak for Jason though.
I even speak for myself, never mind anyone else.
Is he just like
You're
Alexa?
just a disbeliever
Does he just
that
wake
anyone-
up when you say his name and say a short sentence?
Well, Jason's mates with Craig, like the person that records this.
Oh, fair enough. But the only fucking friend you've got, Craig. Be better. Do better.
Alright, I have not taken the gender studies class.
Nah.
You think it's important to encourage girls to pursue science and math as a career? I've got a perfect answer for this one.
No, because being the feminist I am, I know that women are more than capable of making their own decisions and need not persuading.
Well, my answer is no. Because I think it's important to encourage women to pursue science and math as a career. Okay? Okay?
Pause for the spam.
You go, girl or boy or other.
Like, we're not half-assing this here, okay? It's also so that I could use the term man, but we'll move on. What about you, Jason? Do you think that's important to encourage girls to pursue science and math as a career?
Yeah, because then they can get like proper jobs and start. Cheers.
My man probably said the most controversial thing in this entire podcast. I'm so proud of you.
Innit?
There's no 11 jokes from last week. Won't do it.
I have to ask you, Jason, you've fallen into the trap, but I have to ask you, what do you define as not a proper job for women?
Not even I know that one.
Jason, what type of jobs do women normally have?
Much any job they want.
Oh, right, now, hang on. Isn't that right there? That's the point of this podcast. That's why we start this podcast, right? But that statement there, Jason, I have to tip my fedora to you.
I am removing my top hat.
You have legitimately shown these people at BuzzFeed wrong, okay? It's not about encouraging girls and women to pursue science and maths as a career. No, you encourage them to get whatever career they want. Well done, Jason.
Well done,
MVP.
Jason. Well done.
Seriously though, you've actually just debunked this entire thing. Right, so next one.
It went from like the least PC thing we've said all episode to absolutely pulling it back.
We've got a sponsorship again. We've got all of our audiences come back. They went away for a second, but they still had it running in the background and thought, shit, I should probably turn that off. And then as they got back, they heard that and they went, oh.
Jason, you've single-handedly saved our livelihoods, so thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
Even though we don't know what we did.
No, we know what we did because we're listening. I don't know if he is or not, to be honest. It just takes so long. It's like I don't know what you're doing. Like,
well, you don't get an answer like what we got without some thought. So he was just in deep thought
true.
about it.
He's just really pondering he's just really like contemplating his options.
To be fair though, Jason, you could have killed an entire protest with that one thing. You would have confused the shit out of everyone, and then they would just realised why they were there. It's like pointing, we demand that women should have jobs for maths and science. We demand, and then you're just there like, why not have any career they want? And then they all just break down in seconds.
Yeah, you want to know what's mad as well? Yeah, is that those feminists that get so angry that more women don't have jobs in maths and science very rarely have jobs in maths and science themselves.
Yeah, more often than not, they go on like breakfast, like time, like talk shows and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, maybe instead of having your gender studies course, you should have picked maths or science.
Oh, and we're right back down. Okay.
I mean, but to be fair, right? A maths degree is literally good for two things: for bragging about having a maths degree and getting a job teaching maths.
I was going to say that. Yes, that's exactly it. There is
same with an English degree, mate.
Let's be fair. Let's be fair, it's the year 2022. I have a fucking calculator on my phone. If I need to do a maths question, my brain don't need to do it. That need to do it. That.
Yeah, it's like their entire point is to make the now very easy difficult
Like we
on
live in a,
themselves for no reason.
wasn't the point in like furthering like humanity is to make ourselves more comfortable and make things more easier, not to go back to the fucking Stone Age and go, we must appreciate why the stone was used. No, fuck that. I have a fucking chainsaw now. Like you don't go, yeah, you must feel the timber with the knuckles of your fist. Like, no, fuck off. I'm gonna use the laser sword that was just invented, okay? Does a much better job, and my hands aren't bleeding.
Holy moly, fellas! We better get cracking on.
Right, shall we fast track this?
If we take 2 minutes and answer, this is over a 2-hour pod.
Let's do this. Women should be allowed to apply for a job if they fulfill 60% of the job requirements.
What the no?
100 or nothing.
What is the point?
If you are a fucking like, if you are a designer of an aircraft, I wouldn't want the job 60% done and then someone going, yeah, fair enough. Okay, passengers all aboard.
Nothing.
Okay, so the reason why the reason why the mission to Mars failed is because we decided to hire a woman who only had 60% of the required job qualifications and requirements. So we thought, if they took a few guesses here and there, should be fine.
Like you make a good point. Like if someone wants a job in Tesco and only has 3 GCSEs, fair enough. But there's some jobs where you just can't meet at 60%.
So unfortunately, the reason why our country is currently in ruins is because when we said that we were going to be developing that arc, to get everyone on board it to save themselves from the apocalypse. Yeah, with the person that was doing it, they only 60% did it.
So now that's 40% of it isn't built.
Yeah, we did put a floor on the boat, and we didn't deem that to be a necessity. We thought people could just hang on, but that wasn't thought of at the time. I don't know why we left it to one person, to be honest, but
well, I mean, they were 60% qualified, mate.
They were 60% qualified, which means they were 60% willing to give a fuck about their job they were going for. Let's continue.
Indeed.
You think we should change women's bathroom symbols to not include traditionally feminine clothing, skirts, and dresses?
Oh, that sounds like a pretty good idea, mate.
Yeah? I mean...
it's definitely not going to make it confusing.
Dicks? Just a single line?
No, whoa. Sorry, are you assuming that all men have a penis?
No, of course not.
You didn't know about transgender stuff?
Listen, I studied the boob.
I am getting very offended.
You're right. Jason, do you think that women's bathrooms should remove the traditionally feminine symbol for like clothing? So like skirts and stuff like that.
That's going to make it 10 times more confusing. It's like, which door do we go through?
Fucking hell, Craig. Okay.
Craig, I'm very sorry.
We're very sorry. Right, let's do this. Speed round. Do you believe that trans people should be able to use whichever bathroom they identify with?
I personally don't give a fuck, mate. I don't. Yeah, use whatever you want.
Cubicles exist. It's fine. Yeah. I believe it's important to encourage women to negotiate.
Depends on what the scenario is.
Oh my god! I'm scared to ask.
With the whole cliche of where we going to eat, and they're like, well, I don't know, pick somewhere. It's like,
well, instead of that, you'd rather they like invite you for a meeting and
no, just
perch on their seat and like, right, here is my proposal.
No, I think that Jason just wants the woman to go with him to wherever he wants to go to eat with no questions asked.
Fair enough, mate. He
Which are
wants
very
his
few
chicken
places.
nuggets.
There are only 2 places. Oh, that's a good point. There are only 2 places. What are those 2 places, Jason?
McDonald's or a chippy.
McDonald's or the
to be fair, we are limited for options in the UK, but thankfully, thanks to Surfshark,
Oh my god.
we can go anywhere in the world.
Brings it back around.
Oh. Right. Next question.
Yeah, if I have one skill in this world, it's inserting sponsors in everywhere.
In everyone.
Right, yeah, lightning round.
Right. So, are we saying yes or no to that one?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, sure, go on.
Yeah. You know what? We could make this a 2-parter considering how many questions there are.
We'll see how we do.
I believe Jennifer Lawrence should earn as much as her male co-stars. Specifically Jennifer Lawrence, no one else.
No, I'm pretty sure I know why that is, because this was made in this is like 2016.
Yeah.
And she got paid less for a film than her male co-stars.
Paid less
that
than...
were the main characters in the film.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that she was the highest paid actor in the world that year.
Yeah. Because it was at the peak of Hunger Games and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
She was massive at that time. She was the highest paid actor in the world. Stupid question. I don't care what you put for that.
No. No. But we're moving on from that one. You do not think a movie should be released unless it passes the Bechdel test? The Bechdel test?
No, I'm gonna go no on that. If it,
oh, what?
I don't need to know what it is to probably know what it's going to be about.
Oh wow! Yeah, let's put a solid. Let's move on from that. I believe that all genders are entitled to the same social and political rights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a little bit weird to say no to. I can explain why 78 cents to the dollar is not fully accurate and not an accurate description of the gender wage gap.
Wait, hold up.
Wait, what?
They are acknowledging that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't answer the first one.
Fair. Well done, BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Big ups.
It's more complicated than just saying they get paid less. There is more to it than that.
Indeed.
I believe that women who possess certain types of privilege are responsible for advocating for women who don't have their level of privilege.
Now, I reckon this will probably be a different answer to you guys, but I think yes. I do think yeah. I think that I not just women for women, but just people in general.
But in general, yeah.
Yeah, I do definitely think yeah. So yeah, my answer is yes.
Jason?
Yeah.
He's dead ass like Alexa, isn't he? Like, you have to say his name for him to just perk up.
Jason, play Rap God.
Yeah, the lyrics I would.
Jason, give us a high C.
Probably gonna go yes for that one.
My boy. If I had a daughter, I would encourage her to be anything she wanted to be. Some of these questions contradict previous ones.
No, I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't encourage her to be anything she wanted to be.
Well, no, she was just like, "Oh, Dad." No. If I'm just like, "Oh, what do you want to be?" And she's like, "Oh, you know what? I'd quite like to be a hoe, mate. I'd quite like to join ISIS or something.
I'd quite like to be dead."
Yeah, no.
Go on,
No,
you can do it.
I'm not going to actively stop and do it, whatever, but I can't say I'm going to encourage certain
I believe
career
in you.
choices.
You've got this. Oh god, that's probably the darkest. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, no. I'm not encouraging my daughter to be anything, like
No, not
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
I bet did the authors like further not encourage her to do something?
When I grow up, I want to be a BuzzFeed quiz maker. Fuck off.
Oh, what a career choice! Eh?
Oh my god.
So,
I would
yeah,
make it clear.
that's going to have a flat no from me.
I would make it clear to my daughter from an early age that her identity should never be defined by her relationship status.
I mean, yes, but I mean,
What?
probably no, because I never considered that anyone's thought those were.
Yeah, that seems like a personal problem from the author.
Yeah.
Moving on. I believe it's important to compliment a woman's intelligence over her looks. No. I believe they're both equally as important to most people. I'd say. I think that women, like men, like to be complimented on their appearance as well as their intelligence, not one over the other.
I don't know because whenever I have done that,
Yeah.
it just doesn't seem to be appreciated as much as complimenting someone's looks. It just doesn't.
Wow, your memory.
Like no matter what the quiz says, it just doesn't seem to be as appreciated.
Your expansive knowledge of the periodic table really turns me on.
And also, I don't think it's as important to go around randomly complimenting people as the author does, to be honest.
No, I feel like there's a big ego thing going on here.
Yeah, I sense some projection from.
I love how this turned into like general jokiness, and then we selected some serious answers, and then as it's gone on, it's like, hang on a fucking second, is this person alright?
Yeah, I feel. Can we get a welfare check on the author? I feel something ain't right.
I believe that a woman has the right to choose what happens to her body.
Yes.
These are some really broad questions.
Yeah, I mean, like as the question's written, yeah.
As it's written, yes. But once again, if they were to go around saying like they can do anything to
anything, no, not anything.
Whatever they want, it's up to them.
Like I wouldn't encourage like a woman to get like, yeah, you can do whatever you want to your body, so that tattoo of a swastika is okay by me. Like, no, I'm not gonna say yes to that.
Yes, not anything.
There are some things.
No, Jason, you've already had your answer, lad. Go ahead and get that tat.
Ooh. In an instance of oh my god, this is a loaded one.
What?
In an instance of sexual assault against a female, I am inclined to believe that the assaulted person is telling the truth until proven otherwise.
I feel like I reckon we skip this question.
Yeah.
I don't think any good comes from answering that question.
I can explain Marilyn Tritt's influence on women's fashion. Let's move on.
I particularly care.
I know what a bad feminist is. Yeah, the person who wrote this article.
No, I mean, to be fair, in fairness, the article is better written than I thought it would be.
Well, as it's gone on, I'm having doubts, but okay. Yeah, I know what a bad feminist is. I believe that women should be able to dress however they want, without it dictating how they are treated by society.
Oh, so you had to do it, man. Like, the answer was always going to be yeah, but without it dictate, like, it's just never going to happen, mate.
No.
Like, no, like again, like, yeah, she like she's probably going on about like a low cut top or something, but my mind's going to like Nazi
Once
regalia.
Yeah, exactly. It always goes back to the swastika.
So not anything.
Like, I feel like that. Like, no, I'm sorry, but there are reasons. Like saying, "Oh, I don't think that society should judge people." I don't know. I think it works in certain scenarios. I feel like that if someone were to like just knock on my door and they were there once again wearing a swastika, I'd feel like I'd be reaching for like, I don't know, an iron rod quicker than most people that take this quiz at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone's PC till the clan comes knocking.
Oh god. Oh Jesus. Right. I have never said that a woman asked for it. Fucking hell.
Fuck. Oh, I don't think I have, mate. Nah.
Neither do I. I don't feel like if you have, you wouldn't be taking this quiz.
No, imagine someone's there, like, and then said, like, oh, you know, I got my mum this lovely brooch because she asked for it, and they're just there feeling like an utter piece of shit now.
Well, to be fair, that's the thing. You can't be so broad with your questions.
It's so broad.
Like, you have to.
It's clearly about one thing, but like in a broad sense.
But the thing is, if it can be assumed that the question means something different, then that's completely fair. Like, yeah. A woman asked me to marry her, so what? We did that. Yeah, she asked for it. Like,
but even all ways, I don't think I don't recall ever saying that.
no,
But certainly not in the ways that they are on about now.
no, Jesus, no. I'm offended by cataloguing. Catcalling, not cataloguing.
I was thinking, what?
I'm offended by catcalling.
For
Oh my God.
for a gender that predominantly made,
Yeah.
like whose main exports are secretaries. I'm joking.
Oh my God.
By catcalling.
Yeah. So it's like like street harassment, that sort of stuff.
Like, I can't say that that's me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It doesn't say who it's directed at. Like, if someone was catcalling me, no, I don't think I'd be offended.
I don't know. I mean, I've been, I've been catcalled a few times. It's fairly flattering.
That's the thing, right?
I mean, like when it's when it's from a bunch of men in a construction site, it's a bit like, oh, what's going on, fellas? But no, I'm not. I can't say I'm offended by it.
Nah, like if it's done to someone I know or someone else, yeah, I'd be a little bit like, I'd be tense. I'd be like, oh god, like how's this gonna go down? How are they gonna take it? And I just, I'd support that person's decision. But as for myself, no, can't say I would personally be offended if I was catcalled. I don't think women should get VIP treatment at nightclubs and bars just for being women. Like, what the?
I don't. That really annoys me. Actually,
that's yeah.
Like, and those ones where it's like free for women to enter.
Yeah.
And then it's like half a mortgage for a bloke.
So that it just makes it come across as a bit weird as well on the owner's behalf. Like, you're just thinking, like
I do understand, like get the women there and the men will follow type of thing.
Yeah, but
it's nah.
Oh my god. Right. Okay. Another loaded question. Technically, you and I still have talked about this one before. It's about police brutality.
Okay.
I think police brutality and its correlation with race is a feminist issue. We haven't talked about that specifically, but we talked about it previously before. But I right, it's
Yeah, so general.
it's a much broader issue than just a feminist
Yeah, no,
issue.
I mean, like, before I say my answer, I want to say that if a feminist thinks they can just take that on, then
Yeah,
I mean, you're deluded.
absolutely.
But I mean, my initial answer was going to be no, but then actually, I think it's everyone's issue, to be honest. So
It's everyone's issue. But that's the
you
thing.
know,
If I select this, then it makes it exclusive.
I mean, wait, exclusive? You mean like only a feminist issue?
Well, that's the way it words it.
That's uh, I mean, no, in that sense, but I do think that
It's everyone's issue. It's yeah.
like it might not be an issue like directly affect everyone, but everyone should.
It's a
have-
humanitarian problem. It's about it's
Yeah.
basic rights. It's no different than someone else, like doing a form of any other assault. It's just that these guys have the power encouraging them to do so, and it makes them pricks even more so, and they should be punished accordingly. So right, yeah, we'll move on from that one. God damn, this person is really bad at wording shit. I think we should stop promoting models as the ideal female body type.
I mean, I never, I don't think they are.
No,
I
no,
I
I don't.
don't think
I
I've
actually,
ever personally seen like an ad that's gone, oh, this is the perfect woman.
like,
I
I
don't.
don't pick. Like, if you would like to reverse it, I never look at a magazine seeing a guy that's like fully ripped and think that's what I want to be, because fuck the effort, man. Like, honest to God, like that guy has no life. Okay, that's what I'm thinking when I look at that.
And
I don't.
like for like a lot of the women's ones where they just very skinny,
Yeah,
like that must be horrible.
like yeah, you
But
think about their routine.
yeah, like the fucking the people those men that are that size, people like don't realize just how little life they have.
Yeah.
Like that is tight. Like even with all the steroids and that is like
It's
that
insane.
is your life. I don't think anyone can look that big and even keep a full-time job. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
It's why you see Dwayne taking so many jobs. It's how he gets around making so
Yeah, he can't hold one down.
That's
But
why he's in so
he
many
does.
movies.
He does what, like 6, 12 hours?
It's insane.
I think 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours a day. But then you got to consider like all your meals and preps and that. Like it's just not possible.
Man, staying awake for 12 hours a day is a struggle for me. Like this,
Don't do it now.
this fucker right here. Oh my god, my man's on the grind.
Yeah, like and if you consider as well, like 6 hours of that, and these people as well that people don't consider, they need like 10, 12 hours of sleep a night because their bodies just have so much fucking repairing and shit to do.
Yeah.
They spend hours eating a day. Like their intake is mad. Like zero life.
Absolutely. Right, I'm not gonna lie to you. We're about halfway through the quiz now.
Fucking lightning round.
Lightning round. Okay.
Okay.
I think we should stop photoshopping women's bodies in the media.
Don't care. No, whoa, no, that's not an answer. Yeah, sure. Yeah, stop.
What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, have to, because all they're doing is just promoting fake stuff. It's like, no.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I love how we're all media students and we all manage to avoid getting triggered at Photoshop for things that are often video.
Yeah.
Did we ever Photoshop them?
Yeah. Let's be real. Let's be real.
I'm not gonna
You know what?
use Premiere. That was it.
One of the things that I love about this podcast in particular is that whenever you listen to anyone else talking about some of the topics that we talk about, they're always touchy. They dodge around it. We are so goddamn open.
Yeah.
The door has ripped off the hinge.
Indeed, we are full spread, mate.
This is my dating profile. Right, let's move on. I have never called a woman bossy. I have called women bossy. I've called men bossy.
I don't think I
Yes.
never have in my like adult life, but as a kid, I've
No.
definitely called people bossy boots.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like,
But I think now I would just opt for cunt, to be honest.
yes. If you, like, you're there to deliver a message, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't quite hit if you're going, "You're a poopy pants," and then run away.
Yeah. Oh, I feel so bad for Americans, man, that miss out on such a versatile word.
Well, literally, like you think about the slang that we use on a daily basis that's just become a part of us here. And then you literally take that to any part of the world and they're like, oh, look, it's a British person. Oh, you what, mate? How's it go? Tea and crumpets, tea and crumpet. It's like, mate, get cultured, bitch. Sit down, and I'll give you the true British vocabulary, and you'll be shaken afterwards. We've got slang that we don't even understand, okay?
How bad it is.
Yeah, I swear half the slang words we use on a daily basis, we don't actually know if we're using it correctly. Just heard it once and thought it sounded
We just open
alright.
our mouths and words out, so...
Am I saying that you're a good-looking person, or am I calling you a slag? Even I don't know, but you'll take it anyway.
Oh.
Right.
Right. I think we should stick to yes or no's for the next 20.
Okay. I think that companies should offer more child-friendly time. Oh my god, that sounds so weird. I think that companies should offer more child-friendly time and programs to women who are having children.
Companies, yes. Churches, no.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't have to do it.
I mean, to be honest, they have plenty. I think if these are so, they should be doing it for the paternity side.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Either way, yeah, it would be nice for them to have a lot more.
Yeah. I believe that women should be offered the same opportunities for promotion as her male co-workers.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a little bit weird to say no to that.
Yeah.
No, actually, because I am the big man bossy boss here.
Digging yourself a hole.
Get on my level, bruv. I believe that if a woman wants to pay on a date, her date should let her. I hate questions like this. It's not about the gender. It's a matter of civil. Being civil. It's about being a gentleman or a gentlewoman. You know, you're there sitting opposite your date, and you know someone wants to pay over the other. It's not about what's between their legs. It's about manners. You want to come across as being nice. If you want to pay, then, you know... But at the same time, step off if you do. If you're seeing it's like, if the woman wants... No, a woman should never pay for a meal. What the fuck is she doing over 90% of the time when she's not with you, then?
I mean, well, I think that there's a lot of different ways to take, a lot of different opinions, whatever. I'm not really going to give mine necessarily, but I will say that at the very least, I think that anyone, man or woman, that is going on a date should at least be prepared.
Yeah, prepared to pay, yeah.
Yeah, or like at least for their half. Like, yeah, so just don't be leaving your fucking wallet at home.
Yeah. It says
Like,
her date.
Like most likely women, you're not going to be paying.
It literally says that her date. It literally says that her date should let her, as if it's like like an instantaneous yes or no. Like, yeah, the offer. Right. I believe that women should have easy access to birth control.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, I heard Jason like and an R in there. Jason's
go on.
like, he's like, no, make it difficult.
How else will my seed spread?
Oh God, no.
Right,
They
vamos.
can only be one.
We need lightning. Lightning fast, boy.
Ooh. Okay. I believe that in a relationship, the domestic duties should be shared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Depends how good her sandwich skills are. Right. She can do one end of the foot long, and I can do the other. Unless it's my foot long. Right. I think that a couple should have equal responsibilities over the aesthetic and cleanliness of their home. I feel that's a given.
Yeah.
I believe that men should be encouraged to be involved and make choices in the wedding planning process.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, that's, once again, it's a bit weird if they didn't. Yep, I would like to marry you. Now go and arrange it. It's what?
Yeah.
Why are we not having a wedding at the Royal Palace? I believe that men and women have the same emotional strength. Yes, but I do think that they are tested differently due to the natural differences that occur in a male and a female's life.
I because I want to know exactly what they mean by emotional strength. You know what I mean?
Basically, what it's saying is because women go through their periods, they should be they're emotionally stronger because they go through more in their life. But technically, like, I think the bar is the same for both men and women. It's just that we're tested differently.
I'm gonna let you answer that question, buddy.
that wasn't the statement that was on display for me. Don't worry. That was what I think they were
Yeah.
insinuating.
I think it different answer based on how I interpret that. So I'm a pass.
Yeah. I do not think that it is the responsibility of a man to protect a woman physically. I feel like that it is the responsibility of a human to protect fellow human, but like, could you imagine if it was just a room filled with women and then like a terrorist comes in to start shooting at them, going, well, there wasn't a man here to
Oh, they're the only ones. It's
like I think it's responsible of fellow humans to protect fellow humans regardless of the gender. I feel like that it would be a bit sexist if someone just went, well, we didn't do anything about it because there were no meat shields around here, to be fair.
Yeah.
A car was coming right at me. What was I gonna do? Reach for my fellow women? Hell no! I'm reaching for the big dick man so he can sacrifice himself.
Strongly believe all Brits should carry long swords to
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
protect their fellow human.
Bring back the blunderbuss is what I'm saying. If I am not slapped in the face with a white glove once a day and challenged to a duel, then I don't know what my daily routine is. Excuse me, sir. You just I just shortchanged you. Where is my slap? Car park in 5, I believe, is the answer you're looking for. Sir, I've only just started. This is my first day. Okay, car park in 5. I'll make a man out of you yet. That sounds a bit... Right, I believe that men and women should be equally encouraged to express their emotions. Yes.
Yeah.
there's no other way for it.
I mean, there is, and that would be... Well, yeah.
You know, I do think that men shouldn't. I don't think it should be so taboo for a man to express emotion.
Yeah.
So yeah, go on.
Go on. I have never asked a woman why she does not have children. I feel like that's a really weird question.
That's such a weird question.
Why would you even go up and do that?
Excuse me, but I've noticed that you haven't been productive for the last 12 months.
Who is this author speaking to?
Yeah, I have never asked a woman why she does not have children. Why would I ever ask a woman, even if she had children, why do you have kids?
Man, that's the weirdest
That's
question I've
so
ever
weird.
heard in my life.
I'd be equally excited to have a son or a daughter.
Mhm.
Gonna go
I
down
mean,
here.
I mean, you know what? Like, I think that if I was ever like, if I was gonna have a kid and like it was planned and all, yeah. I mean, I to be honest, I don't think I'd care all that much. To be honest,
Yeah.
the thing I do care about is there only being two options.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about other?
What about other?
What about if they identify as they them?
What happens if they identify as them they?
Yeah, what if they identify as an AC-130?
You have an F-18
Yeah.
coming out of your vagina!
Scott's having a giggle, laugh.
He's going.
Your Spitfire's coming out!
Oh.
Permission to land the package, sir.
Your Panzer is coming out! Your Panzer Kampfwagen is coming out! Oh no. Oh fuck. If I have a child, I want them to specifically identify as a German Panzer Kampfwagen German tank from World War II. Just so that way he can be there when she's pushing, going, it's coming, it's coming! The Panzerwagen's coming! Right.
That's brilliant, mate. Love that.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, I think I died. Right.
Breathe.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. I think American workplace culture is often not structured in a way that is helping or encouraging women to succeed.
I mean, evidently, but like, I mean, I mean, like generally speaking, the opportunity is the same, isn't it?
Yeah,
Probably more so because I very much doubt I could succeed through Snakes and Ladders alone. So, but you know, evidently. So yeah, go on.
Oh, I'm a giggly bitch by nature. Right. I like. Yeah, I think the opportunity. I think the opportunity is equal. It's more about the encouragement surrounding it. But it depends. It's like you said, Snakes and Ladders.
Yeah.
I think women have a responsibility to help encourage other women to pursue their goals. And that we technically have already answered that with. That's pretty much going back to
That's almost identical.
I think women are equally as capable to men to be the president of the United States. And I think they've got the opportunity to. I think they've got the opportunity to. I feel like that the question is a bit broader than how many pages do you want on the answer?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think yes. However, because we have to point out this quiz was made in 2016.
Yeah.
No, Hillary Clinton was not the right person. I know that's what they were getting at. No, she was a woman, yes. Her, definitely not.
I feel like that there is more to a person than their gender, but maybe that's going up and beyond this quiz.
Also, I know Americans just, aren't aware other countries exist.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, at the time, I'm pretty sure we were led by a woman. Australia, aren't they led by a woman?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I think the Chancellor of fucking Germany is a woman. basically runs the EU, mate. Like,
With their pants away. No, I can't. I can't keep going back to that.
no, too far, mate. Too far.
That's way too far. Oh shit.
So yeah, definitely they are. Yeah, but Hillary, no.
Yeah. I believe that women have no responsibility to make a conscious effort to always be friendly and polite. I feel like that everyone.
I never get this. I never get this. It seems such a silly argument to me.
But it's also like, I personally, I believe that the idea of being friendly and polite, like if you have to make the conscious effort, then you're lying to yourself. And I'm sorry, but if you need to say fuck off to someone, then do that, because you're gonna live a way healthier life if you can just express yourself rather than like put yourself in a scenario where you are like around shit people, you know?
Yeah.
Like, no, they don't have any responsibility to make a conscious effort to always be friendly and polite, but neither do men. Neither do anyone.
Yeah, all right. I will answer it this way. I don't think they have any more responsibility than a man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There we go. I love the fact that half these questions are there, like, completely ignoring the fact that the opposite gender exists, when the point of it is how much of a feminist are you?
Yeah.
Well,
like the thing is, despite us having a giggle at that, we are like on the questions that are important. Like we are evidently decent human beings. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know,
like
before people give us hate, just know that we, you know, are better than you.
Oh. Right. I have never criticized a woman for not wearing makeup or wearing too much makeup. No, because I don't know how they do it. Because I don't wear makeup. I don't look at a person and go, right, yeah, you're wearing too much. How would I fucking know what too much is? How would I know what too little is? I don't.
I have done, yeah. I have.
I mean, yeah, I know, but you had it applied to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've worn makeup many times. I mean, like when I was in like school, yeah,
definitely
said that.
Yeah.
Definitely said that.
Well, okay.
But like in my adult life, actually, no, in my adult life I have not to a person.
Yeah, but in your noggin.
Yeah, no. I mean, like not to the person. Like, oh, you wear too much makeup.
Oh right, yeah.
But like, you know, if how shall I word this? If someone is showing me some visual art,
oh right,
I may have commented that it is, you know, the more artificial artwork is less to my personal liking.
Oh, you see, I think that's you see, it's another thing again about this being yes no, right? Because there are so many ways to answer this question.
No, right, okay. Yeah, I'm going to answer like this. No, because this is what they really want. No, I do not judge a woman for wearing too much makeup.
It's the shit thing about this quiz, right? Because it's judging you, it's judging us, and it's like, yeah, but you don't know the context. You don't know the context, and you haven't worded your questions appropriately. I believe. Yeah.
And like the how have you ever? Sizzler is trying to shame people for like something they said when they were like 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we were young, like, you know, homophobia was like 1 billion times bigger than it was now. Like that was a part of like casual humor.
Yeah, I think we were born between two
major, yeah, two major things.
Like in just the sweet spot where we've experienced and accepted both.
Yeah, we've because we've learned that intent is a massive thing when it comes to this sort of stuff, and also
like we were just old enough that we grew up saying those things, and just young enough that we don't think it's acceptable to say anymore.
Yeah.
Basically,
The perfect time to be alive.
you didn't have to say that like such a serial killer, mate.
Are you okay?
Oh, what a time to be alive. No, I'm only joking with you, buddy. Of course, yeah.
Right, here we go. Last question, folks. Last question.
This is the last question.
Yeah, we made it.
Oh, I wish we didn't blitz through it. No, I've been enjoying this.
Oh well, there's always next week. There's always the
There
week
is
after
always
that.
next week.
We could we could just change this entire thing into nothing but really topical. To be
Yeah,
fair,
guys, let us know on Twitter at Gentleman Bench whether you like this format or prefer the old one.
because I personally, personally myself, I really enjoy talking about these sort of topics because they bring out the best of us. There's a lot of banter to talk about. We joke, we can be serious. I can joke about a German Panzerwagen coming out of a woman's vagina. I'm not forgetting it. It's in my head forever now. That hospital's in danger. Fucking hell, I'm in danger. Right. I believe.
I do also like these. I like both. Though. Like I like telling the stories.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people don't. I mean, the three of us each have different approaches when we're doing the story ones. But
yeah,
what people may not realize, at least I can only comment on my one, is that the prep for it is ridiculous.
It's insane. Yeah.
Like I know that I've told you before, but when on my stories, which they're like some of them are hours long, they're pretty much scripted. Like it's so close to being a word for word of what I should say.
Yeah.
So for hours, which goes on for hours, like it's ridiculous. Like it would be faster to write a movie script.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
Insane.
So like I prefer telling the stories, but I also prefer having a life in that week.
Yeah.
Or not even that week, in the 2 weeks leading up to it. So,
but that's why, like, I really like doing these because we have something to do, something to complete by the end of the episode, and at the same time, we have banter around it.
I think there was despite how much we love it, I think there was a reason why we took so long off over Christmas.
Yeah.
The stories were very consuming. I mean, I know that you scripted yours out a lot less. You just had notes, really, didn't you?
Yeah, I probably put this shit out a bit, but yeah.
Yeah. And Jason just doesn't really note yours, do you, mate?
No, just go with it.
Just kind of wing it.
But like, it's like, what are we doing?
The way I do it,
I don't know.
The prep is ridiculous. So, yeah. I personally on my weeks, I'm a pick and choose. I don't think I'll do a "Are you gay?" and then a Twitter poll again. But something similar. I quite like the more game show format. We'll see. But I definitely will have more stories in the future. But
we'll keep it varied. I like doing these because they keep us on our toes. We get to do this sort of stuff, and a story time one's really good as well because it takes us on an adventure. It's a very reminiscent experience, and also
it's nice to have a variety as well.
Yeah, and who knows what lies for us in the future as well with certain popcorn material, let's say, hopefully.
Yeah. We'll see. But we need you guys to just bang it out for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have, if I'm not mistaken, one last question, and then we get to find out the results.
Here we go. Do you believe a woman is a woman if that is what she calls herself, regardless of her physical attributes, and makeup?
That's bait.
Yep. Toughest for last.
No. I mean, but for me personally, yeah, I will call anyone the gender that they
identify
wish
as.
to. Yeah. Like if they identify as a woman, I'll call them women.
Yeah.
That being said, sometimes you just do have to tell people.
It's
like if you're like 6'6" with a big grizzly beard,
yeah,
and like you're like 400 pounds, and you're just like,
my name's Tiffany.
My name's Tracy. Like, fair enough, mate. I'll call you Tracy. I will see you as a woman. I will refer to you as a woman. But just don't expect me to just see you and assume you're a woman.
Yeah, like
or just assume any gender neutral. To be honest, like
you cannot have a go at the human race for having preferences when it comes to something like looks, because yes, there is a very. I mean, that's why we've got words like that's why we've got sexual orientations like straight, gay, bi. You know, the whole LGBT. QI plus,
spectrum.
Yeah, the whole spectrum.
Yeah,
like, we're not discriminating. Like, I'm glad that we're so inclusive as well, that we have a series of people that say we don't like labels, and they automatically apply a label to themselves and add a plus at the end, as if it's like an asterisk going and all the other people. It's just there are many layers to all of this, many layers, but it all assumes that
genders are like onions, mate.
they have many layers, but it all assumes that at the end of the day there is a core male and female sort of template, you know, and that's what we base everything else off of.
I ain't fallen into that trap on the pod. Beckett, what's your opinion?
I'm saying that, like, you can identify as whatever you want. That's not that. But I'm saying that I find it a bit funny that, you know, until we change the meaning of the very word definition, I think it's going to be really hard to escape from certain trappings. If you catch me.
You know what I think is the biggest to the whole people that are really, really passionate about, you know, all the different genders and whatever. The biggest hurdle for them that was so easy to avoid and so unnecessary was just using the word gender.
Yeah.
If they just created a new word with the meaning that they wanted, everything was so avoidable.
Yeah.
Like, nobody could possibly have a problem if they were calling it a fucking flam jam. You know what I mean? Just whatever they want to call it.
I completely get what you mean there, because the thing is, it's when you make it a subcategory. You know, when it becomes underneath an umbrella that already exists. It's like, well, you drop yourself in.
It already exists, and you're changing the meaning of something that already exists is always gonna be difficult.
You know,
should have just gone on, just made a new fucking word.
Yeah. And there's no excuse for not doing that, because like the people over at Oxford have been doing that for years, you know.
Just one quick call, mate. I mean, personally, I don't care about calling it gender, but it's very evident that a lot of people do.
And of course, like, there's going to be that initial period where, like, if you call it a flabberjab or something like that, there's going to be that period where everyone's like, what a ridiculous term, for like a few years. Sure. But that it starts somewhere, right? You have to start somewhere. Otherwise...
Yeah, you know? I mean, imagine being the first person that called...
Think about what you can say.
Fucking hell, how do I word it? Your, biologically assigned gender. Imagine being the first person that called that your sex.
Well, imagine it with everything else.
You must have been fucking giggled at.
Like, you imagine being the first person to come up with, like, anything. Like, literally anything. Like, this is a fork.
What?
Fucking what?
A fork?
Where the hell did he get that word from this?
We all have to start somewhere, you know.
What, you're eating jam?
Yeah,
What
what's
a
this
silly
jam?
word!
You call it jam? What's jam?
Jam sounds so weird.
You put peanut butter with your jam sandwich. What a weirdo.
Oh, what do you mean this is deodorant?
Iced cream, you say?
In it, like anything sounds, any word sounds weird. You know what I mean? You should have just went along with it. Should have just made one. That's like, they could have went with the most awesome name ever as well.
But literally, Mega
Could have
Lords
been the
97.
awesomest thing. It could have been something appealing.
Like, by this point, we could have seen Kajappa Jappa as, like, a regular
Oh,
word.
Kajappa Jappa.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro. Honestly, I would love to go up to someone and go, hey, what's your Kajappa Jappa? Like, that would be amazing. But no,
Like Kajappa Jappa? This isn't the 21st century.
No, there's no path to stop it. I don't think anybody,
No one could argue
even
against it.
remotely in their right minds, could have an issue with someone calling themselves a certain Kajappa Jappa. But they didn't. It seemed so obvious. We should have been there mansplaining it to them, mate.
Get Kajappa explaining it to them.
Yeah, Kajappa explaining it.
Right, so this question, right? So once again, I believe a woman is a woman, if that is what she calls herself. But the thing is, if it just stopped there, answer is like, okay, relatively simple, right? And then it has to go ahead and then follow up by regardless of her physical attributes and makeup. The fuck do those two have to do with each other? In a world of drag queens, like, all I'm saying is, like, Tallulah, exactly. You know,
like for God knows how long.
It's another one where it's like, nah, you know what? Fuck you. Show me my results.
Oh, all right.
Oh my god!
I would have said yes. Go on, boys. Yeah, we have to be. I do reckon we've scored like over 30, 25 or less, and we are cancelled. We are then considered not PC.
Right.
Well, PC from the start, though.
I've got a series. Right. This is going to come at you in waves. Right. So so wait for it. So first, I'll tell you the amount of questions we got right, and then we'll take it from there, and then we'll move on to the percentage, and then we'll move on to the what they've labelled us as, because labels don't matter unless quizzes label you.
Oh, bro, I'm bricking it. We need 26 or we're not PC.
We've got 29 out of 50.
Yes!
Okay.
Boys, round of applause for ourselves.
You're going to love this.
We are officially PC.
So our percentage...
Yeah.
You checked more than 69%.
Yeah. Love that. I knew that was coming.
And what they have labelled us as, by the way, you know, I already feel discriminated upon, but we'll continue. You're super in tune with what's going on in the world, especially when it comes to feminist issues. Keep doing you, and stay woke.
Wow.
What?
And then right underneath it, 28 products people who've used Accutane swear by. 30 products with amazing before and after photos that convince you to add them to your cart. They're actually showing pictures of like half-naked women and just like objectifying them, going, "Oh, you want to use this product, don't you? Because look how great she looks after this fucking quiz."
Oh, bruh. It's the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is real.
I don't care. I'm 69% woke. I'm happy with my life.
Yeah, boy, you know what? We are officially woke. We are officially PC. We are officially immune from cancellation.
We are, which is why everything that we said during this, you can't take out of context. You have to listen to the whole thing. When you start, you're contractually obliged to listen to the whole thing. And if you dare quote us without doing so, I'm sorry, but you're just not as woke as we are.
Yeah, just get woke, bro. I'm
woke,
gonna
bro.
add like officially woke to our social bios and that.
Officially woke. Shall I screenshot this and send it over? And we can use it as like evidence. This is our certificate.
Like if anyone ever calls us up on anything outrageous we've said, be like, hang on, we are officially woke.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I'm gonna add a new shirt to the store that literally says 69% woke.
As if we got that. We couldn't if we tried, mate.
It's insane.
That was amazing.
Oh,
Love that.
beautiful. Right. So I think that'll be all for this podcast.
All right, it's good to me. It's been a good one.
Same here. You know, I really enjoyed this. I hope we can do more things like this in the future. I hope that we continue to live in this prosperous world.
Me too, mate.
It's got really dark all of a sudden, but at the end of the day, you know, go work yourself.
Yeah, get woke, bro.
Yeah.
You just ain't as woke as we are.
Does Craig count as woke because he sat in on this? He was suspiciously quiet throughout the entire thing. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. I don't know, mate.
A bit sus.
It is a bit sus. It is a bit sus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, fuck you, Craig.
Fuck you, Craig. Come on, Jason, give us a nice fuck you, Craig.
You know what? Fuck you, Greg. You can't even do your job.
Oh my god. Jesus, you've destroyed this man. You didn't have to go that far. Jesus.
Jesus, Jason. Too far. Have you no decency?
When he goes to his job properly, he'll get the respect he
Oh,
deserves.
that's just unbecoming, Jason.
That's uncompleting, Jason. I brought it back, baby. I brought it back.